Hey Bears fans, we're back with an exclusive video and the latest updates on our beloved Chicago Bears. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. That way, you'll always stay up to date with breaking news and exclusive content. The Chicago Bears are in absolute disarray, and it's not just about missed tackles or questionable play calling. No, this goes way deeper. Inside the locker room, the tension has boiled over into something that could derail the entire season before it even begins. The headline, DJ Moore, the star wide receiver brought in to be the face of this offense, is reportedly refusing to play alongside defensive lineman Montez Sweat. That's not just a rift, that's a statement. Moore isn't just frustrated, he's drawing a line in the sand, and everyone at Hallas Hall is being forced to pick a side. The vibe around the team has shifted. What was once cautious optimism heading into the season has now turned into confusion and doubt and outright fear. If your top players can't coexist, forget the playoffs. This team won't even survive the first few weeks intact. Let's unpack how we got here. DJ Moore was supposed to be the beginning of something great in Chicago. After years of rotating receivers and failed quarterback experiments, Moore's arrival from Carolina was meant to stabilize the passing game and provide a go-to guy for the Bears' young offense. And in fairness, on the field, Moore delivered. His stats, presence, and route running gave the team a genuine WR1 for the first time in what felt like forever. But a good receiver is only as good as the culture around him, and that's where things started to unravel. Rumors started swirling during the offseason that Moore was unhappy with the team dynamics. Whispers about locker room division, inconsistent leadership, and a general lack of accountability. Still, no one imagined it would get this bad. No one saw this explosion coming, especially not involving Montez Sweat, the team's prized mid-season trade acquisition, and someone who was supposed to be a culture fixer, not a culture breaker. Let's talk about Montez Sweat for a minute. He's not just some rotation guy. He's a top-tier edge rusher who the Bears gave up serious draft capital to acquire. When they brought him in from Washington, it was a sign. The Bears were ready to win, and win now. Sweat brought energy, confidence, and a bit of edge to a defense that had been soft for too long. But he also brought a strong personality. He's vocal, he leads with intensity, and that's where the friction apparently started. Multiple sources close to the team say that Moore and Sweat clashed almost immediately, not over schemes, not over stats, over respect. Moore reportedly felt like Sweat came in too hot, trying to command a locker room he hadn't earned yet. And Sweat? Well, he saw a team that lacked accountability and tried to light a fire. Two alphas, one locker room, and no one in leadership stepping in to fix it. Now the situation has hit a boiling point, and Moore has drawn his line. He won't suit up for this team if Sweat's still in the building. That's as bold and unforgiving a move as you'll ever see in a professional sports setting. We're talking about a player putting his own career on the line to make a statement. And whether you agree with it or not, you have to pay attention. The front office is reportedly in chaos, trying to do damage control, holding emergency meetings, and desperately seeking counsel from veteran players to mediate the issue. But the damage may already be done. These are not two rookies with egos. These are the supposed leaders of the team. If the locker room wasn't fractured before, it sure is now. And the media circus surrounding the story. It's just adding gasoline to an already dangerous fire burning in Chicago. Fans are shocked, and understandably so. Just weeks ago, training camp buzz was all about building chemistry and fighting for a playoff spot. Now, all of that momentum is gone. Instead, the headlines are about ego, silence, and ultimatums. Moore was seen leaving the practice facility early this week, reportedly without speaking to teammates or coaches. Meanwhile, Montez Sweat has remained publicly silent, but those close to him say he's confused and disappointed by the drama. He thought he was stepping into a team ready to compete, not implode. Social media has only made things worse, with players from other teams chiming in and fans turning on each other in the comments. The Bears have always had one of the NFL's most passionate fan bases, and now they're watching their team unravel in real time. And here's the kicker. This feud might be just the tip of the iceberg. Behind the scenes, multiple sources suggest that this isn't just about Moore versus Sweat. It's about deeper problems within the Bears culture. Players reportedly feel the locker room has no clear leadership. and coaches have lost their grip on discipline and communication. Head coach Matt Eberflus has been described as out of touch with his star players, and general manager Ryan Poles is now under heavy scrutiny for assembling a roster filled with talent but zero chemistry. The lack of a veteran presence, someone who can command respect and mediate conflicts, is glaring. Younger players are reportedly picking sides, which has fractured the locker room even further. If the Bears don't address this fast, they're not just risking the season. They're risking a total collapse of the rebuild they've been working on for the past 3 years. This isn't about stats anymore. This is about identity, and right now the Bears don't have one. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on our Chicago Bears. And don't be shy, drop your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Ownership is watching closely now, and make no mistake, this is a nightmare scenario for them. The Bears were supposed to be entering a new chapter with a young quarterback, a bolstered roster, and a new stadium vision on the horizon. But none of that matters if your team is broken from within. George McCaskey and the upper brass never wanted to be in this situation, but now they're being forced to make a choice. Back Moore or back Sweat. Either way, they risk alienating one half of their locker room. And the message it sends to future free agents, to fans, to the rest of the league could be devastating. Who wants to join a team where drama overrides development, where silence speaks louder than leadership? These are the moments that define franchises. And right now, the Bears are fumbling the bag off the field just as badly as they fumbled it on Sundays. So what happens next? That's the million-dollar question. Some insiders believe a trade is imminent. It could be more. It could be Sweat. It could be both. Others think the team will try to ride it out, force them to coexist, slap on a public apology, and hope that winning solves everything. But anyone who's played the game knows that chemistry matters. You can't fake unity in the NFL. If one guy is jogging routes and another is blowing coverages out of spite, you've already lost. The Bears' only shot at salvaging this is total transparency. Sit these guys down, get a neutral party involved, and have the uncomfortable conversation. It's either that or blow it all up and start over again. And Bears fans, they've seen enough of that to last a lifetime. This isn't a team problem anymore. This is an identity crisis. And here's where it gets really sad. Both DJ Moore and Montez Sweat are incredible athletes. These are not locker room cancers. These are not diva personalities looking for attention. These are players who, by all accounts, want to win. They just don't believe in the same path to get there. Moore has always been quiet, focused, and professional. Sweat is fire and energy, willing to call out the slackers and push harder than most. In another context, this could have worked beautifully, but the lack of guidance from the coaching staff turned tension into conflict, and now into full-on dysfunction. It didn't have to be like this. And that's what hurts the most for fans, knowing that talent is being wasted, relationships are being burned, and the season is slipping away before a single regular season snap has even been played. The clock is ticking for the Bears. Training camp battles are supposed to be about position groups, not personal battles between stars. The front office has to act fast and decisively, or they risk losing this locker room forever. Every minute they wait, the cracks get deeper, the whispers get louder, and the dream of a winning season fades further into the background. Will Moore be traded? Will Sweat speak out? Will the team take a stand? One thing's for sure, silence is not a strategy anymore. The Bears are officially in crisis mode, and everyone's watching. For a franchise desperate to climb out of mediocrity, this was supposed to be the comeback story. Instead, it's becoming a cautionary tale. And until leadership steps up, this once proud team will remain exactly where it is, divided, disjointed, and dangerously close to disaster. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Chicago Bears, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.